Haha! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or good day, or good morning, or whatever it is, wherever you are. First of all, some just stuff about the stream. YouTube is, for some reason, not green. It's yellow, the stream status thing to me. So, if this thing stutters or whatever, then let me know, okay? I'm also streaming to Twitch, streaming to both. So, I don't know if it's better or worse there, though. Also let me know if the music is too loud or too low volume or whatever. This is the chess game. This is what we're going to be doing today. This is the old version, obviously, and I start out by... Looks a bit blurry. Yeah, the thing that happened that delayed the stream was that I used to run with a graphics card accelerated encoding for the streaming, and with Windows 10 and stuff I had to upgrade the software and stuff. And for whatever reason, when I started the stream now, it came out as a black window with sound. So that wasn't very helpful, so I switched off the graphics card helping for the encoding, which obviously is going to make everything more stressful on my computer. So we'll see. Hey Hypergaming, welcome to the stream. So this is the chess game, this is the old version. I haven't looked at any of this stuff for about 1 year or so. It's the last time I looked at this, and what we're going to try to keep is not the commands themselves in the most cases, but rather the kind of ideas and the setup. And especially, yeah, scoreboard, no, wait, this stuff, I think. Yeah, here's all of these commands. They're like massive commands. It's hard to even show them on one screen like this, but they are the summon commands that summon the pieces. Let's see if I can remember how to start this thing in kind of cheat mode. I spent quite a lot of time on figuring out how to make the pieces look good. Scoreboard. Okay. List. Hmm. 20 minutes selected piece promotions, Skull King. All the stuff. There's this blackboard that's kind of a random all the kinds of things scoreboard. Sidebar. Player count. So if I do set black, alright, player count blackboard 2. There we go. There's our pieces. See a bunch of people in chit chat, but I don't see anybody saying anything, so I hope that chat is working. You can call me Lime. It's fine. Some people call me Slice, some people call me Lime. In general, I've always seen the short version as Lime. Give me 1 second, I'm going to try to lower the bitrate here and see if it helps. Hey Dragon Killer, thank you for that. Because I just saw Twitch stutter a bit about it as well. Okay, let's do that. Let me know if that's if that picture became too blurry or something from that. Just a bit lower. So I spent quite a lot of time on setting these up. The whole configuration. Each of these is at least one armor stand. All of the pawns are one small armor stand. The rook and the bishop is one large armor stand. Let's see, the knights is a horse and an armor stand, and the king and queen are, I think, 2 or 3 armor stands. So they are like an armor stand and for the main thing, one for just a crown. What the heck? Oh, the arms are or okay, that's a new bug. and then one for the banner. Seems to be fine on Twitch now, and the YouTube says green now, so that's pretty good. And welcome to the stream, everybody. Nice to see so many people dropping in. So the way you play this game was you pick up a head by right-clicking, and then you get this that shows you where you can place it, and you right-click on one of them to, yeah, to place the skull down on the move. The problem, let's see how to do this. Oh, test mode. There we go. Huh. Alright. So, for instance, if I move that there, now I can take this and I get a red one, so I can strike this piece by right-clicking on that head, or I can move it here by right-clicking here, and then we have this. Yeah, there's all kinds of rules, like en passant and all that stuff. There are some problems with this. Not the least of which is this. Now I've messed up the game by left-clicking instead of right-clicking. So that's one problem I really, really want to fix. If I want any kind of chance to get this game to be a really solid game, so we can put it on realms and stuff, I need it to not break if you accidentally click with the wrong button on the mouse. So I mean that's not good enough. The second thing is, like, if I want to grab sort of, let's go grab this knight, and then there's this little like pawn in front. So if I want to grab that instead, if you do this at an angle, you can sort of get the wrong. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah. So I clearly aimed at the further away of the two heads, but the hitbox is a bit wonky, so I placed it on the closer one. So that I also want to get rid of. Can't give it is already invulnerable. The thing is, I am in creative, because that's the only way I can fly around. So the player who plays is in creative. So that messes things up. I can do whatever I like. I can, like, this is another problem for the map. The fact that I can open up and break the world. So that's another thing I want to fix eventually. The thing I'm thinking about, for just the sake of ease of hitting the whatever you're aiming at, is to basically do this instead. And just double the size of the chessboard in every direction. And I think it might actually look nicer too if they, you know, they end up in the center of the square instead. Let's see. You can put the players in mode 2 and make them invulnerable. The problem is, yeah, in 1.9 we have levitation, so we could potentially have the players sort of floating and at this height, and because if you give them 255 levitation, they will float at one given height. So that's a possibility. So you'd make them float around here, and then we could have them invulnerable, and yeah. The thing I'm thinking, though, in order to do all the other stuff I want, especially things like being able to undo your move, or if we're to have any kind of possibility of implementing checkmate down the line, what I want to do is kind of decouple the actual display of the pieces from the state of the game. And that means that if I detect that somebody like killed a piece like that, I can just re-summon it, because I have this. The problem with this setup is that these pieces are simultaneously the display and the thing I interact with, and also the state of the game. There's no other information that says, hey, this pawn is standing on this square. The only information we have is that the armor stand is right here. But if I had another piece of information somewhere else saying that there's a pawn here, then I could easily just resummon a pawn there if the pawn gets destroyed. I am planning on trying to get it on Realms, yes. I know Mark is interested in having a chess game on Realms, and I would like it to be this one, because it's essentially the only actual chess game. The other ones are just chess boards. But it does require a lot of upgrades. The thing is, I actually kind of like the thing there where you can move around unhindered and you can just move forever. And I think it will be equally easy to do that if I do the other things. Is there a scoreboard objective type for how many armor strands you've destroyed? That would be interesting. Shows a timer to 09. Whoops. Hold on. Dang it. I'm just gonna answer this chat a bit. The thing that I like about being in creative mode is that it is, to say that it's an immediate way. I don't have to do any weird things, like I don't have to click any link. It's elegant to be able to just fly around and then pick up whatever it is, as long as it sort of picks up the right thing. That's the only problem I have with it. Oh, I'm black move, I guess. Yeah. It's kind of the only. Yeah. Anyway, so these things are really the summon commands. For these things, I guess they start way over here. I guess these are the pawns. Yeah. And they're also separate for all the pawns and stuff. This logic is incredibly inefficient because of the way there was lots of stuff I didn't know when I made this. This was essentially the first big project I made with command blocks. I'd made a tiny little UHC lobby thing in 1.7, and then this was the next thing I did, which is why the controls are this button. That's it. So what I'm actually thinking about doing is just basically starting over from scratch in 1.9 and ignore the kind of display of the game for now and just starting to set up controls for the logic and stuff, and then separating out the command block location from the playing location so that we can do a lot of armor stands and stuff over in the spawn chunks and the players never have to have any lag or anything from it. That's the idea. When you really want the player to be in game mode 1, why not use invisible slimes to block the hitboxes? Because you have to be able to interact with the armor stand. Wrong team again. This is what you need to be able to do. And if we put, I'm pretty sure that if we put a slime around this guy, you couldn't do that. You could build the chessboard higher up and teleport them back when they leave the area. Well, I could, but I don't see... I'm not sure what good that would do. Alright, so anyway, there are other benefits too. The problem with this, the way I've done this, is it actually uses some of the squares, like it replaces the blocks on the board in order to be able to determine which moves are possible. That helps a lot, and that's something we're going to keep doing. And if we separate out the armor stands that are like represent the actual game from the pieces that are visual, then we don't have to bother about the square. So yeah. That will be useful, I think. Okay, so I'm going to move over to Minecraft 1.9 and we're basically going to take it from there. I have basically nothing prepared from this. It's just going to start over from scratch, essentially. And then we'll sort of copy-paste those commands when we need them. But the important part is starting to get the game logic to run. So I guess I can use this fancy the void preset. And no structures. There's the other thing with the old one. Nice desktop, so clean. Yeah, that's because you're only seeing part of it. Yeah, the old one was just a super flat world. We had animals spawning in and stuff because I didn't know better. Also, the background is it's a cycle. Let's see. Okay, so this is hold on. 0, 0. It's gotta be here somewhere. Is it this corner? No, it's not even a corner. Oh, that's so annoying. That's so annoying. OCD me disapproves. Okay, I'm gonna tear all this down anyway, but we're gonna do my standard thing here. We're gonna go here, and I can't remember the exact coordinate this is, but it's 136 away. I'm pretty sure. Set world spawn. And lock 108.0.0. Yeah, that looks like it was correct. There. Negative z, negative x, positive z, positive x. I'm gonna go there, kind of. Why not teleport to 0 tilde 0? So the reason I want this in these exact coordinates, if you haven't seen some of my tutorial videos, is if you place the world spawn at exactly that location that I put there, whatever it was, 1144 and 136, then this block right here at 1008 and 0 becomes the edge of the spawn chunks, and you get a maximum size spawn chunk, which means that I get all the space to put stuff in, and then I can put my actual spawn over at 0, 0. So the chess game itself is going to be at 0, 0. Oh, when I search for 0, 0. That would be cheating! What do you want here? Oh yeah. This is going to be an unconditional repeating command block, and it's going to move everybody who's new into the spawn. So everybody who's not tagged with spawned or whatever, we're going to teleport them to whatever. We can always change all this stuff around later. If I do this now... Okay, hold on. Let's be smart. If I do this now, it's going to teleport me away, and I'm never going to be able to get here again. There. Okay, so let's not do that just yet. Conditional always access. So if we've teleported somebody, we want to scoreboard players, tag everybody spawned. This means if I activate this, it should teleport me once and then never again. If I'm wrong, I've messed up my map and get to start over. Oh, that puts me underneath. Whatever. I have not messed up my map and I can continue working. Great. This should now say spawned. Yes, great. Am I going to resume my advanced command block series anytime soon? The thing is, that series has never been kind of a series. It's just a it's a name for all my advanced command block tutorials, and I just make them whenever I figure out something to make them about. So yeah, I mean it's gonna be there. It's just gonna be whenever I figure out something to make one about. I have a few ideas, but I'm sort of very busy right now, and the stuff that I prioritize highest is the stuff that is this kind of stuff, upgrading stuff to 1.9 and stuff. Hey Faro. How did I come up with sliced lime? That's a long story, and it's in one of my recent videos. There was a 5,000 subscriber Q&A just this week, and that has the answer to that. So when the stream is over, you can go watch that. It's a long story. Let me just check some media real quick. Yep. Okay. So now we have players in the right location. We're gonna need a bunch of states for this map. Actually, let's put these inside the spawn zone. Give me a sign. State 0. So what let's see. What I want to fix better than the previous game was that one required you to be 2 players logged in. I would like to be able to sort of play it either online with somebody you know, or play it locally with just one account. If somebody improved the chessmate a bit and made a Star Wars skin for it, and they had like choose between 1 or 2 players. So I guess we have a pre-game. State 0 pre-game, and see state 1. See if you can recall all the states we had. We have waiting for piece selection. So basically, each state is going to be at one point in the game where it's basically waiting for user input of some sort. So you have, first you haven't started the game, then you've started and it's somebody's turn. Actually, the old game had separate states for white and black. Are you allowed to post a link? Yeah, go ahead. I'm not sure if Twitch will automatically filter it out, but I should be able to let it through. Yeah, so the old one, actually we might have to do that same thing here. State 1, so waiting for white to select piece, probably. And then the thing that happens after that is waiting for white to select target. So game starts, you wait for the white player to pick up who he or she wants to move, then you wait for them to set the piece down again, then you move the piece, and then it's black's turn. So I feel like I'm missing like a bunch of states in here, but waiting for black to select piece. We'll go with this for now. We can always suggest it later. And state 4, waiting for black to select target. Oh yeah, okay. Hold on. There's a bunch of states for if you've moved a pawn all the way to the end row, then you get to select an upgrade. And that's a selection you have to make too. Twitch didn't like that. Why? Okay, hold on. Where do I Twitch? Deleted link. Okay, is there no way I can... Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to learn more about how this stuff works, but it didn't like that link, and I don't know why. I think I have a setting somewhere to auto-delete links, because they tend to be not to my videos, but rather to some less pleasant advertisement or porn links or whatever. Okay, well, we'll have to deal with that thing when we get to it. Let's move this over a bit so we don't confuse them with each other. And then place another couple of blocks here. Should just grab one of these right away. Oops. We're gonna summon an armor stand right here on this thing at height 8. And the custom name game. I wonder if you should tag it instead. You should probably tag it in 1.9, because if you tag it, then nobody can fake the tag. The problem I always have otherwise is, yeah, they could join in somebody on the map who's called game. I mean, there's got to be somebody out there who has an account name game. So yeah, let's do that. Tags game. Should be okay, right? Marker 1, invulnerable 1. Probably want a whole bunch of other stuff. We'll go with that. Oh yeah, empty data. There's no reason not to name it too. Tag. Game. Custom name. Visible 1. That didn't do what I wanted it to do. Custom name. Oh yeah, okay, because it's a marker. There. You know, somebody called Gamer. Yeah, that's close enough. I mean, if you use kind of generic names for your armor stands in your maps and you don't either like use a scoreboard or a tag to verify, or use type equals armor stand on every single command, then you're gonna... Oh yeah, hold on. If I can figure out how to. Yeah, there you go. It is done. We're gonna have a state scoreboard. It's gonna be a dummy map state, and we're gonna come on, scoreboard players set at e tag equals game. That's gonna take some getting used to. I'm so used to typing name equals game. Tag is shorter too. State 0. Okay, so this is going to be state 0. And we're gonna do what I did in my recent map making thing. It might be slash slash op. It's an IRC chat, I think, in the foundations of this, but I just clicked in the window. Test for tag equals game score state equals 0 score state equals 0 and okay, hold on, always active. Whoa, right, okay, game, oh come on, okay, row, command lookup is false. Let's not spam ourselves too much. Conditional here, and then yeah, this is just the first command, so say state 0. Now that's gonna spam, but if we set this to 1, it stops. Aha! Yeah, let's get rid of this stuff. Don't want it. Fill that to... It's 32 blocks, I think. Oops. That was good enough. Whoops. Okay, I fell. Creative mode has defeated me. And I fall again. Come on. That's where I want to be. Set block 0, 1, 0. 0, 0, 0, actually. Let's call it block. There! GG. Why every minute says there's an error or something like that? That is a good question. I don't know. Mine actually says there's an error too. My display. Huh. No, it is up. It's just weird YouTube behavior. Yeah, I think it's working. I don't know why YouTube is messing up. It might be if you weren't here at the start of the stream. Oh, come on. Fail. I had to reinstall a bunch of my programs because I've upgraded to Windows 10, which is not something I recommend, by the way. Having a world of problems with that, but I had to reinstall OBS and some stuff for it, and for whatever reason, my graphics card encoding no longer works. So, yeah. So probably, actually, this is 0, 0, 0. So if you want to set up a chessboard, it should probably start at this block. I used lapis and quartz, I'm pretty sure. Okay, time set. Wait, okay, no, that's evening. That's 6,000 I want. Midday. Game rule 2 daylight cycle false. It works, but we have to refresh. Yeah, I don't. How is the image quality? I can try to reduce the encoding a bit more, see if it helps. I'm gonna do that. Okay, let me know if that makes it better or worse. Okay. Negative, positive Z, positive X. So I probably want the chessboard to be in this direction. And now correct me if I'm wrong, but the lowest left hand, it's either the lowest right hand or the lowest left hand that's always supposed to be a white square. I can't remember. Quality is fine. Yeah, I just reduced it a bit. We'll see if that makes it worse. The problem is the encoder. It's not the quality. It's the fact that people are dropping out of the stream because of some error. Left side is white. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a row. And being the lazy sucker I am, I'm going to clone this thing. Now watch me fail at this. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Clone this block, come on, to 1, 1, 16, and we started at 0, 1, 0. We're gonna move it up X. Yeah, X. So 2, wait, 2, no, 4, 1, 0. Yes! Haha! Success. Let's do that again, but to 2 and -2. Should have done that first. This feels a lot larger than the original chessboard did. Okay, so 3 here instead. Aha! And then 7. Whoops. 7 and 8. Come on, not 98. 8. Success! I think. Can't even record non-laggy videos with OBS. I don't ever use OBS for anything other than streaming. Should I use the same border? Maybe just for nostalgia. See how this looks. Oh, come on. Okay. Did I mention the thing where I've had a bit of a bad day? Now I can't even place blocks properly. Basically spent most of my day just doing like research for 1.9 video that I'm gonna do. And that looks pretty decent. We surround it with a sort of cloth surface that we had for the old one, and we get a nice little table thing. Don't want it there, but that's fine. I need a control panel somewhere. The thing I'm going to try to do after this is make sort of a massive room around this, so it kind of looks like this chess game is on a table and there's a room. What was that about? Oh, okay. That's not what I wanted. Hold on. What are you? What? Got snapped into some chat somewhere. Okay, let me catch up on chat here. Thanks, Bright. Welcome to the stream. Can I tell you any spoilers for future videos? Yeah, it was Discord. My problem is I'm running like Skype and Discord and Slack, just for various connections and different groupings of people and all kinds of stuff. Future videos, that was the thing. Mostly right now it's 1.9 stuff. The thing I spent all day, basically, I've been doing the snapshot videos, I've been doing the like what's new videos for all the different updates for Minecraft. When 1.9 hits, I expect that I'll do a what's new in Minecraft 1.9 compared to, well, basically, you know, 1.8.9, the previous actual version. And that video is going to require a fair bit of work. So I'm pretty much trying my best to prepare for that now. And because I want it out like as soon as 1.9 ships. I don't want it out like 2 days afterwards because I had to spend lots of time on it. So pretty much that. Predator done, maybe aliens. I have a bunch of contraption ideas, and I haven't had time for any of them. which is the sad reality of my situation at the moment. The thing I have that is going to happen at some point whenever I have time to edit it is I have a completely recorded episode of Glass Core. So that's pretty good. I just have to edit that. The thing is, editing that takes a huge amount of time. What's a good... maybe these... Basically... a dark oak wood table. Yeah, maybe. I kind of like the original table that I had with kind of... It looks like kind of a board game table, and then it has an oak, a dark oak, I think, actually, border around it. The thing I need now is I need map controls. And the thing I need to select is 1 or 2 players. And I don't really know how I should do that. I mean, the one option is to do the thing I did before with a banner, and then when you pick it up, you become that team. The problem with that is then you can't put it back if you were like, oh no, I just wanted to spectate or whatever. So I don't know if that's good or bad. The other thing is, I guess if we had a start button, then you can just start with after picking it. That's weird. So the other option is to do like 1 player here. And then if you click the sign, you get like 2 players, 1 player. The nice thing about the previous setup was you kind of didn't even need to know English to play it, but yeah. Why did I throw my command block away? This thing is -4, 4, -4, 2, -4. That's great. That's easy enough. Your count. Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's possible to do all of these things in Minecraft 1.9 with tags. Hey, grannies with a shotgun. Can you make it single player compatible with the bot? The thing is, I've coded a chess AI before in like an actual programming language, and it's not a simple thing, right? It's a reasonably simple thing considering it's a game AI, but it's still, I don't even know. The only thing that I was it raining? Okay, I should add on some bookkeeping to this. Weather clear. Yeah, whatever. Or actually, it's kind of pointless. Let's just do it. Oh, come on. There! That should be enough. I was saying something. It completely escaped my mind. Okay, if we're in this mode, then okay, I'm gonna do the trigger thing. Scoreboard, objectives, add action, trigger, map control. Whoops. This is exactly what I was doing in my last advanced map making tutorial thing. So this is already explained in that one. So this is going to be a whole bunch of stuff that is complicated down the line. Scoreboard players enable a action. So, okay, what I want to do is I want to switch between 0. Okay, let's scoreboard, objectives, set display sidebar, player count. With this. No, what do I want to do? Players set at E. Tag game. Player count 1. Okay, so if that's 1, I want it to become 2, and if it's 2, I want it to become 1. So basically I want 3 minus that, but that's hard to encode. So we're just going to do it in 2 steps instead. So execute. If a player has a score in the action scoreboard that is at least 1, and is actually exactly 1, then... Okay, hold on, scoreboard... Oh, this is... Yeah, okay. We're just gonna add 1 and then wrap it around. Scoreboard players, add, tag equals game, player count 1. Now that should start... Okay, hold on. Trigger action set 1. Being tagged in Discord. Okay, so we have it counting up. That's not at all what we want. We wanted to flip between 1 and 2. So we're basically going to do score player count min equals 3. We're going to set it to 1. So this should start flipping. Yep. Okay. Now we need to update the sign, and then we're gonna do scoreboard players set at a action 0. There we go. So now if I do trigger action set 1, we flip to 2, and then we flip to 1. Perfect. Operation count, or actually, yeah, game. Player count equals at E tag equals game player count. Okay, hold on. That comes directly after that. Okay, no, I can't make it conditional. I could make this one conditional though, save a bit of performance. Because this only executes, this only needs to execute after this one has added a score. So that should still work exactly the same, yeah. But we saved a tiny bit of performance. Hey, SP Gamer. How long have I been live streaming? A bit less than an hour. Let's see. This one. This one is the one that sucks. Block. What did I say? -4, 2, -4, right? Here's the problem. The actual chess game is not loaded at this point. So I have to go over here for that to be loaded. So it's the first... It's the second row. So block data... at least I had the right coordinates. It's text 2 I want to change. In this here block. Do I type this out manually, or do I go find the sign generator? I can actually go to Minecraft JSON and make a telraw thing. No, I can't. I need to escape. Whatever. We'll type it out. Need 2 things. The second thing is going to be a come on. What? How was that connected to my music player? Okay, hold on a second. It's like I have my keyboard has gotten stuck or something. It refuses to type a backslash. What the heck's going on? That is awfully weird. I'm gonna need to be able to type that. Eh? I'm gonna have a one-player mode. It doesn't mean a... Okay, yeah. Actually, you're absolutely right. I should not be saying a one-player mode. What the heck? My keyboard is acting all weird. What I mean by this... Let's get rid of that scoreboard. What I mean by this is not one player or two players. What I mean is 2 players in game versus one player in game with 2 players at the keyboard. Kind of a local or... How the heck do I... How do I even represent that? I mean, I guess I could do a picture or something? I think the thing that he did, the guy who made the Star Wars skin for the chess game, he had like a little armor stand thing where there was just one armor stand, and then there was a little armor stand thing where there was 2 armor stands. Obviously those were Star Wars themed, but yeah. It's not going to be a bot one-player thing. So yeah, that is absolutely correct. I should probably figure out what I should... Okay, maybe now I'm getting... I think maybe I shouldn't have a sign at all. I could just do a button and switch kind of a either. Okay, we could have to like do the armor stand thing where you have like a dude standing here, and then it becomes 2 dudes standing here. When you click the sign, or we could do maps in item frames, and they show pictures of something. So, are we gonna do zombies or something? Something fun? I guess I could... Okay, so... let's summon a zombie here. No AI. Obviously. Ooh, the new equipment. The new equipment syntax. Things have changed. I gotta find my reference. Chunk data, zombies. And all mobs. Okay, equipment is deprecated. Armor items, that's the one. And armor items, feet, legs, chest, helmet. Let's just do a nice little... Okay. I guess one could have an iron helmet, the other one a diamond helmet. ID Minecraft iron helmet. Why did he end up on the edge? See ya. Why in the world did he end up not centered on the block? 3.5. Yeah, I'm sorry. Where do you end up with? Okay, that's the wrong way. I should do... This is an interesting... Whoops, change too. Now you can push them, even though they have no AI that you couldn't do before. I'm pretty sure. I want you here. 5 and minus 3. So that's... there. Okay. And... also shut up. E-type equals zombie silent. There. Shush. Minus 1. This one is gonna have a diamond helmet. Accidentally pressed up and lost it all. Diamond helmet. And we're gonna have to rotate. Oh, no, I forgot to. Let's just start over, shall we? Oh, that's a problem. I don't want them to be able to be pushed. I should probably set every player into... put everybody into a team. And set that team to be never... the collision mode thing. Okay, I want this to be silent 1. Okay. And like so, but I want this one to turn around. I can do that with the teleport. Equals zombie, C equals 1. What? Did I... Am I being stupid? Please don't spam the chat. Like, is anybody... Okay, hold on. Gotta deal with this. Alright, you've been put in timeout. If you do it again when you get untimed out, I'm gonna ban you. Don't, please. Can you no longer teleport entities or like turn them around if they have no AI, or? It's supposed to be the first one. X, Y, and Z, Y rotation. What the heck? That must be a bug in the snapshot. I've never seen that before. Okay, can we do it with entity data? I'm gonna set the rotation, I believe it's called. Find that here somewhere. It's a massive wall of text. Rotation. These are floats, and they're currently 90 and minus 90. Okay. And that would be X and Z. No, X and Y, and what we want, X is minus 9. What? Okay, 90F. 90F. Okay. Reload the map time. Oh, that's brilliant! Oh, man. Okay, so the teleportation only moves if I actually teleport them a distance. I guess is what you're saying. Okay, C equals 1. So if I teleport this guy 1 up, then I should also be able to... So, wait. First one, let's say 90 here and 0 here. Okay. That at least worked in one direction. No. Okay. I'm gonna have to restart this map a lot then. There we go. Okay, that's a bit holding hands. Entity data E type equals on B. Is baby. Swoosh. That'll work. So, actually, now I'm kind of... There was somebody who made like a chessboard by pushing a bunch of like an armor stand with a chainmail helmet pushed down into something. It was a pretty cool thing. I could put that in the middle here and then have these guys on one side, and then if you switch, then one of them disappears. And I guess we could replace the helmet or something. Okay, so let's into data equals zombie z equals 1. Let's actually, we might as well use tags. What do I call them? Zombie 1. Wait, what? Players. And zombie 2. Great. So what do I put on the sign? That's the... I could just put switch mode. Armor stand on the ground with a chain helmet. Yeah, and then some block and some stuff other. Local or multiplayer? Switch mode. Or just mode, maybe. So you can see mode, local, or multiplayer. Yeah, I guess that works. C is count, yes. C... RM is the opposite of R, so furrows right there. Let's go over here again. That took far longer than it should have taken. Okay. So, that means I'm actually not going to want to do... Okay, we're going to need 2 blocks here. Move this over here. Just blank out this block. And this is going to be... Hold on. Oops. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna execute off of... Should probably just do this if somebody is actually doing an action. So score action equals. Here's the thing, I don't actually know if this becomes any more efficient. I don't know if running with only this part is better than just doing a block data all the time. What we're going to do is execute off of tag equals game, who has a score of player count that is at most 1. And in that case, we're going to do block data. And we're going to change text 3 now. This is much easier now. Because we want to change text 3 to be... Does it have to be our title, or can I just put a text in here? Should be able to just put a text in here, right? Or maybe I have to do... We'll try. This should now say... Player count is 1, so it should say local. That is, of course, much simpler. And here it should say multiplayer by player. And this should be min equals 2. Take me back there. So, trigger action set 1. That appears to not have worked. The 4 people who don't like this suck. I didn't even know there was a like dislike thing. I guess that's for my live streams always. By the way, I'm just gonna repeat this. This is live streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. So if I'm answering to a question in the chat that you don't see, it's because it's posted in the other chat. And if your stream is not working well, try the other one. It seems to me right now that Twitch is working better than YouTube, but if it's working for you, it's working for you. Just stay with it. Why did this not work? I guess because of the thing I just talked about. So, entity UUID is blah 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 blah. Here we reset it. Yes, so it should be. The action should still be 1. Player count. Tag is game. Set display sidebar. Give the player count. Have I set up my spawn areas correctly? Yes, it still works when I'm over here. Okay, something else is wrong. This block is unnecessary now. Let's get rid of that. Come on, scoreboard. Players, reset. Game player count. And let's just move this there. Move that. Move this back. Okay. Score action equals 1. Score action min. I don't see any problem with that. Execute a tag game. Score player count min equals 2. Don't see any error with that either. Typo in executing command. Thank you very much. Could have spent a while looking for that. And then the same one is going to be in this one. You can say you're copy pasted. Execute. That was much helpful. Still did not work. That might be because of the Telraw thing. No, entity. Come on. Okay, let's just. Oh. Entity UUID. Okay, so let's, for the sake of things, disable this. Now it's going to switch all the time. And fail to execute that thing as me. So it's not just the... Yeah. It's not just the block data that's failing to execute, it's this entire execute thing. Execute. Now it's correctly spelled. Am I going to finish chess in this live stream? No, it's going to take many, many, many hours to build this. Took... YouTube system bandwidth is 0 but still plays the stream. You have a magic internet connection, sir. I know a ton more now than I did back then, but it took me like a month to make the chess game. Probably because I knew nothing about what I was doing, but still. Tag equals game, score, player count, main equals 2. I don't see an error there. Then... Okay, hold on. We can just do this. Oh, of course, you can't execute that block data because it's out of the world. I can do this, right? Yeah, I can. Don't have to put slice line. Okay, so I can just run this here. Unknown error occurred. Well, thank you very much. Okay. Still can't type backslash. What the hell is wrong with my keyboard setting? It is set to the correct keyboard layout. Okay, well, let me switch this into yeah, let's switch it into English mode, US keyboard layout. I don't have my okay. My keyboard is a Swedish keyboard layout, obviously, because I'm Swedish, and we have lots of other little fancy characters in our alphabet. But now I switched it into US mode just to be able to type backslashes. Okay. So text, multiplayer, and so that worked. Okay, so that is the problem. I just have to do this. Oops. Have to do the same thing over here and not fall out of the world again. Okay, yeah, hold on. Where? Now I have the problem. Okay. Switch to Swedish keyboard layout, type that. I don't know where the things are. All of them on US keyboard is my problem. Especially since I can't read them off my keyboards, because my keys say other things. There. And there. That's one of them. Let's do these first. That's something I must have changed. I never thought that these were mandatory. On the other hand, they changed a lot of things and little Taleraw things, so they're obnoxious now. It's gonna be annoying, but that should, if we go back here now, this should be flickering between. Yep, good. And then we can put this back. What other letters? Okay, switch me into Swedish. We have these little ones. They're like at the end of our alphabet. We have these letters with umlauts on them. They're basically different pronunciations. They don't have anything to do with like A and O. They're just different letters. Okay. Now we have to add in. Actually, we should just go here and add in a click event on the line 2 of this sign, so we don't have to. They don't have to do it on those commands. We can just do that here. Block data is 2 minus 4. And do text. Whoops, text 2. Okay, now I'm just going to type it out and we'll escape all of it later. Hold on. It's going to be text mode and it's going to have click event. That's a thing like that. It has an action, which is run command, and it has a value that is 3. Oh, I need. This has to have a slash. Trigger action set 1. And now I need about 400 backslashes in this. By the way, if you're ever doing anything like this yourself, go and find that. Go and find this Talraw sign generator that works. Dang it! Okay. Run that thing. Hey! Look at that. Get rid of my chat. That's the best thing ever. Whew. See you, Ranger. How long will I stream? I don't know. Use MC Stacker. Talraw JSON generator works poorly with signs. It doesn't support click events and stuff properly. Because it only does one row basically, and it doesn't support click events and stuff properly. And the sign generator has some sort of limit somewhere. It's better. I've used it before, and then I've modified the results. But you know, we can do the lead thing. Oh, come on. Lead thing of just typing out Talraw in chat directly in. So now I want to. Where am I going? I'm going over here, and then I want to take zombie 2 and do stuff. Alright. I basically probably want to move this thing 2 steps away. Yeah, okay, not upwards. This is actually a bit annoying with the new command blocks. They have directions, so you have to be careful about how you place them. Okay, so now I want to do. Let's go copy this thing. Okay, somebody has clicked the sign. Then I want to do execute on a tag equals game score player count equals 1. So if the player count is min, then I'm going to take the zombie who has a tag zombie 2, and I'm going to teleport that guy to here, basically. Maybe. Teleport him up here. That says 1009, 7 and 2. No, 8 and 1. 1009, 8, 1. 9, 8, 1. Why not? And the other way around, if the player count is 2, then we want to teleport them back. Somehow this is less blurry but more laggy for me. An interpreter to type everything that's going on in the stream. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to fix my encoder for next time so we can properly see stuff. And there, my YouTube thing died. Maybe the chest you're moving will glow so that other people. player can see. Yeah, the glowing effect is pretty good. Yeah, you already see it because you take their head off. Sounds worse than it is. But yeah, okay. This block is -5 is 1, 2. -5, 1, -2. That's where I want to put him in this case. So -5, which means -4.5, 1, -2, which is -1.5. I think is the way I have to put it. There are a lot of weird things with that. Oops, with that didn't seem to work the way they have worked before. Like before, you could just put a number, and it would end up in the middle of the block, but it didn't appear to do that. Swoosh! No, come back! Come back here! Whoa! What? Okay, I am starting to doubt the kind of how good this snapshot is. Give me back my zombie. Dang it. And now we have no... This snapshot is on drugs. Yeah, okay, it is working. It's just a snapshot that's terrible. Come back. Log out. Log in. Yeah, okay. Wow. This is the latest, yeah. This is 16W06A. But I'm considering whether I should be switching out to some other one. I haven't done that much command block stuff, but I don't have any feeling that it's been this bad on the other ones. I guess whatever. We can leave it at that for now. At least we have some form of map control. How do I, in case of 2 players, in case of multiplayer in this case, how do I still do the banner thing? Or do I just take the hat of the zombie? Or this snapshot isn't great now. I've noticed that. I didn't see any of it when I was doing my snapshot video, but this is really messed up. Is there anything that... There's a server that says 17W47C is best for now. Oh, 15, yeah. That... I doubt that this world is going to be compatible with that. 47C. Yeah. I might try just going back to 5B or 4B or something like that. Or we'll just ignore it. What do you think what will be 17th of February? Well, it's not longer until we find out, but let me say this. I fear that it will be a pre-release. But just look at this snapshot. This thing is not ready for release. There's so much stuff that's broken. I hope it's not that. I hope it's something. I hope it's the Cobalt thing where the Cobalt capes start being handed out or something. Do I need to start game? No, we can start the game immediately when we have 2 players. So if I put a banner on each side, I can put a banner here and a banner there. Then you can pick it up, but then there's no way to unpick it up. See, Minecraft Tech. Thank you. 05B was good. Actually, I don't think there's any reason I could switch back to that, so I'm gonna try that. Actually, first thing I'm gonna do is take a backup. In case of emergency, break glass. Or break the 7-zip file, in this case. Let me go back to 05B. Something I learned while doing speedruns, you can actually click the top part of the O in the Minecraft splash screen. Okay, use anyway. And you will click the single player thing before you can even see it. That's a lot better. Okay. Yeah, they really broke something in the last snapshot. Interesting. Probably not my suggestion to do a JSON read write command. No, that is not going to go into 1.9, I'm pretty sure. If they even saw it or did it, it's going to be later. Am I using 2 monitors? I'm using 3 monitors, actually. I have a 4K monitor that I have as main monitor, then I have a 1440p monitor that I have. Like this setup, I have like the YouTube stream and the Twitch stream and the chat windows and my stream software and all kinds of stuff on that screen, and then I have a small monitor to the side where I just have a web browser. Okay, so what I could do is I could right-click this guy. Can't right-click this guy, that does nothing. I could punch this guy. No, we'll do the banner thing. Let's create ourselves a bit of a surface here. So this is whatever. Fill this block to 64 blocks away. What's red wool? That's green wool. So close, 14. My computer can handle, it's 4K. So it's basically, I've run like Rocket League in 4K and it just about handles it, but then it kind of dips for a while, so I've switched it to run not in 4K. The thing, I might have to upgrade my graphics card to run properly at 4K, and I probably want to do that anyway if I get an Oculus or something like that. But the thing I really want from a 4K monitor is to be able to run a 1440p Minecraft client in a window for recording. So that's why I've been able to record in 1440p so much lately. What could be cool is getting a cape by reporting a bug. Do you have any idea of how many weird bug reports they'd get? It's like as soon as they announced the Realms capes, they just started getting flooded with Realms suggestions. Okay, so we want a... Ooh, right, how does this work? The banner... The banner goes on a... That goes on a block. Dang it. We'll put it... OCD me wants it centered. Whatever, we'll put it there. Okay, so... It is... 7, 1, minus 3. Okay, so... 10. Oh, I'm gonna have to update that too. Dang it. Actually, it's just... This is what happens. Just move stuff around. This is the most annoying aspect of command blocking. Where everything is... Oops. It's sort of in place and you have to move stuff about. An invisible armor stand with a banner on its head. Yeah, I was thinking about something like that, but let's try it out actually. So you basically kind of want that in this little between these, but summon armor stand. Okay, so we want it at 7.0. It's gonna be 8.0. 1 minus 3.0, maybe. Where does that end up? That ends up perfectly. Invisible armor items, was it? Still not used to the new names of things in 1.9. I haven't done enough stuff in 1.9. ID colon banner. Aha. Then it ends up in the air. So if we do that again, but put it at 0 and do no gravity 1. That's not terrible. Is it... What's the item format? Is it damage with capital D or not? Or is it data? That did nothing. I think it might be capital D. Yeah, there we go. I thought the banners could be on the actual king spaces. This is actually pretty big. What I want to kind of avoid is to have them blend in, so you can't really see them. I mean, I guess you can see that. This is pretty decent though, I think. So if we do that again, now I should be able to actually oh, I'm out of space. It's annoying. I wish they would increase the chat limit. Tags. Oh, that's it. White banner. And rotation, which is 0F and 90F. Like so. Don't press the wrong button. Ah. Banner. That's what I wanted to do. That didn't do what I wanted it to do, but okay. That's what I wanted. You possessed my phone. It keeps playing your voice even while rebooting. I am the ghost in the phone. Can you make it so players can design their own banner, then command block test for block and make the banner be on armor stand? I don't think there's any good way of copying. No, I'm pretty sure there's no way of really cloning the data that we would need to clone into that. Okay, so the other banner needs to be blue. Let's try this then. And it needs to go somewhere else. Do that. Invisible armor items. Okay, what's blue? Blue is 11. So it's damage 11 on that, and it needs to go. Chess game is going to be 16 plus the borders 2 plus 2 more spaces, so it needs to be 20 blocks over from this in the positive Z direction. So from -3 should be that. It got yellow and not at all in the right position. Or the armor stand base is not the same. Well, that would suck. I guess they aren't. Okay, let's look at... It's 4! Why would they do such a thing? That's mean. Okay, obviously this was... That was in the edge. So 19. It was standing there, so... No, one more or not? Let's just do this. I think that's the right location. Hey! Why lapis, not coal block? It's just an aesthetics thing. When I first made the game, I tried a bunch of different ones, and I just thought it looked much nicer with some color in it. And the blue lapis blocks looks like a really nice, like, classy chessboard thing. No, unless you ask humans to test for and spawn all possible combinations of banners. I'm pretty sure those are more than I'm willing to have command blocks in this world. I didn't type the same thing. The emojis are in the other order. Vital difference. Okay, so that's pretty good actually, because now I can execute on this thing. And kind of want to make it marker, but then I think this would go black. Can I push this thing around now, or is it... No, it doesn't look like it. Good? Okay. I don't know. So another problem is, let's say I set this to local mode. Then there's no reason for me to go and pick up the banners. But then also there's nothing to say that the game doesn't just start right away. And then... kinda need a start button too. So like start. Put that there. And... yeah, we'll do that. No. So... now the game thing. Okay, this update isn't entirely good either. Things are not working the way they should in 1.9. Really hoping they don't go to pre-release this now. No, you might be right, you might not be able to push armor sense at all, but I'm kind of also not used to being able to push anything. So the way I could push there's no AI zombies around is something I hadn't expected. See, that one is done. What I want to... scoreboard players tag. Okay, I need to go back over there because they are not loaded. Scoreboard players tag A type equals arm stand. Let's just do it. I only have those two within a radius of like 32 or something. Add banner. Good. That's not where I wanted to go. That's where I already was. Okay. So if let's again grab ourselves a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So if the player count is 1, I'm going to teleport all the entities tagged banner to somewhere here. That maybe, I think would be this block here. No, okay. 1982. What happened to the music? I guess it was not set to repeat. And I'm gonna need yet another block. Okay. Take that, and in case the player count min equals 2, I'm gonna have to modify this, but let's do that for now. I'm gonna teleport white banner to whatever that was I had. It was minus 3.0 here, and like set 8.0 and 0, wasn't it? Let's do that. Let's see if I toggle this now. Whoops. Multiplayer. If a target list is local, they disappear. It comes back. And by the looks of things, in the right location. Great. And then we need another one for the blue banner. Blue banner. I'm liking the tags, they're very convenient. That needs to go on 19.0, I'm pretty sure. Okay, go away. Okay. Why did that not work? Or is it just another case of things not teleporting properly? No, it's not. It's actually an error. That's really annoying. Can't trust my... Also, I lose an entire chat history whenever I teleport. Or whenever I recycle. Please don't advertise your channel in the chat. You're not gonna get viewers that way, trust me. That's not how you build a channel. It's called Blue Banner, right? It's supposed to be up here. Have I like lost it somewhere along the way? Here's only game. Yeah, okay, I lost one. What? Okay, that's a bit worrying. Whatever, let's just... I don't wanna trust these teleports here. We're just gonna do this instead. Kill the banners. And instead of that, we're gonna summon them back here. Armor snad. Tags, banner, and white banner. No gravity. Invisible. What else? Just need the armor items, I'm pretty sure. Am I missing something? Don't think so. What did we say? 4 was the blue one. And that needs to be called banner and blue banner. And it needs to be at 19. Is that right? That seems right to me. Let's go back over here and see if that works. Local, leave this appear. Oh right, but they're oriented wrong. Thank you. Shadow M Derp, is that it? Hello, anyway. Where's Shadow M Derp? Okay. Let's see if we can figure out the rotation of these things. Actually, let's go back here. Entity data at E tag equals white banner. Rotation, rotation, rotation right there. It's 0 and 0 right now, so if we made it 0 and 90, that should be the correct one. I should label these things up. It's getting a bit many. Rotation with 0.0f and 90.0f. Or is it the other way around? No, it was this way around. Otherwise the banner should be oriented completely differently. That did nothing. tag equals white banner rotation 90.0f. There, okay, it's the first one. So much text all over the screen when you're doing this kind of stuff. Okay, so I want 90 here and 0 there. And we're just going to copy all this stuff and dump it in the other one as well. There we go. Don't want to clear my chat either because it clears my history. There we go. Fantastic. I'm going to try to upload this later, yes. YouTube actually automatically archives them, and it tends to be really poor quality when it does, so I usually re-render it, but I'm going to try to upload it. Now, what is this? This is block 11. That's still no problem. Set at a action 0. Okay, now we've done that. We want a scoreboard. Okay, players. We'll do a player scoreboard. Player number. So what I want to do okay, I'm going to execute off of tag white banner, and we're going to do scoreboard players set at A. So anyone within a radius of like 2 blocks, let's say, is going to get a player score of 1. Yes. And if we did that, then we're going to kill. And this is why I'm going to have to go in and redo those commands, because we don't want to resummon them if somebody already is on that team. I guess we could reset it, potentially. So, if I do scoreboard objective set display sidebar player, nobody. But if I go close to this, nothing happens. Yay me. Okay. Another stab at that then. Scoreboard. Why this isn't even. Well, it looks like it hasn't even run. Okay, this one is empty. Why do I have an empty block there? See ya. It's player, not players. Okay. Woo! Okay, that worked. So, I'm gonna redo the thing I did before too then. I'm gonna move this over. And then move this over. And, oops. Conditional, please. And then, if that happened, we are also going to replace item at a score player. So whenever we have, we're gonna place, what the heck is the syntax of that? Place item entity, selector slot item amount. Okay, entity, selector slot dot armor, is it? Tab completion, tag completion in command box, so good. CS Mixie. Everybody's banned. And the YouTube stream just dropped for me here. I don't know, I hope it's not dropping as much for you guys. I'm sorry about this. I'm gonna get the graphics card driven encoding back online until before the next stream. Item amount, banner 1, 15. Yes. So the idea is when you pick up the white banner, you get a white banner on your head. That didn't work. Okay, no, it's not called banner. What's it called? Oh, is it case sensitive? Woo, it's case sensitive. Yeah, white banner. Okay, so that's pretty good. Don't worry about it. I don't mind people chatting. It's a chat. That's what it's for. It's block 14. We'll do this. Not necessarily because there's a reason to stay within one chunk, just don't want to have like the longest thing ever. I just want to compact it a bit. So we'll do the same thing here for blue banner. Whoops. That'll be player 2. And then we want the conditional block here. Conditional block there. With the same stuff, but blue banner. And this one with 4. And, oops, go play 2. Now, okay, we have a problem. And the problem is, there's nothing that prevents me from going and picking up this one, and then going and picking up this one too. Except it doesn't work. But if it worked, there's nothing preventing me from doing that. Well, I got the player number, the rest of it failed. Okay. So this thing worked. Oh! This can't be conditional because this thing has to be pointed that way then. Ah. Well, okay then. That's a bit annoying. But fine, okay, we'll just put another command in here. We'll move these. Move that there. What? Oh wow, okay. So even if you copy the entire block with Control middle click, it copies the contents, but it doesn't copy the conditional. Huh. That's kind of dangerous. Okay, so this needs to be this, but not conditional anymore. And then this needs to be something else. So, for instance, well, whatever. We'll figure it out. How much stream will it take me to finish chess? It'll take a long time. And I'm not sure I'm going to stream all of it also. Some of it's just going to be very tedious. Maybe color the block with the banner arm stance with a different color, and then you could make the player return the banner to that point. Yeah, that's pretty good. Chat is dead. There's no stuff going on in chat. Okay. Well, actually, this doesn't matter where it goes, so we can put it here. Scoreboard players, add everybody player 0. And that's to get everybody a score in the player scoreboard, so that we can do this. Score player equals 0. So you can't pick up a banner if you've already picked up a banner. Aha! So that works out pretty well. Player 0, kill the banner, replace your head slot. Yes. Okay, let's go back over here and test this out. I'm getting too much stuff in my inventory. Don't need these, or that, or that, or that. Kind of just want the command block. Local, multiplayer, pick up. Oh, because I have. Oh, I have player number 2 still. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some surgery on this. This thing is gonna have to go later. Put that there. And replace that with something that has like half of this. So if somebody has an action 1, yeah, okay, if anybody changes the game mode, then we'll reset everybody's score. Scoreboard players set at a player 0. So whenever you do this, everybody's score is reset. And then go here, pick that up, get it on face. Although I don't know if that got on my face because I already had it on my face. By banner. Let's do that again. Hey! And now I shouldn't be able to go and get into player 2 here. No. Okay. But if I switch it back and then go for this one instead, and I should become player 2. I did, and I got the blue banner. Awesome! How's my day going? My day's going pretty good now that I'm doing this. My day was not going well before that. I kind of... no, just not sharp in the brain. I mean, yes, this should go up afterwards. Okay, so we have player selection. Also, oh, game has gone missing again. I am going to put up another row here. Keep track of actions. Redesign. Action 1. Switch local. Just local/multiplayer. Action 2. Start game. So, okay. Oh, that doesn't work. This is gonna have to move way later. Okay. We'll just have to keep pushing that in front of us because that is gonna reset the action. Okay. Hold on. Can you add an Easter egg to chess? Could be funny, or add an animation chess jumping to this position. This is difficult enough without them. Let's just actually do this. Let's lock data. Text 2, I believe it is. Which is text start game. And click event. Action. Run command. And oh, come on. Value /trigger action set 2. Switch to English keyboard layout. This is so convenient to keep switching between Swedish and English keyboard layout whenever I do this. Click event. There, action there, and there, and there, there, and there, and there, and one more. Set 2. There. Run you. And how do we know if that worked? Still don't know if it worked. Okay, we're going to go over here and we're going to disable this thing and this thing because they're the same action right now, or same over there, and go and click this thing and it works. Good. Okay. There's a lot of bookkeeping kind of stuff that needs to be done in this, so we want to execute for somebody who has a keyboard layout. We want to execute for somebody who has a score. Actually, let's do at P, just so we don't get a race condition or something. Score action min equals 2. Score action equals 2. Okay, somebody has pressed the start game button. Now we need to figure out if we are in a state where we are ready to start the game. Yeah, sorry, missed a bit of a chat there. So, how do we do that? Use a tag. So scoreboard players tag at E tag equals game. So we'll tag up game if we're ready to start, and that happens if we have a game that has a player count that is at most 1. So if there's only one player, then we're ready to start. That's always the case. And in that case, we're just going to let anybody control the map, I guess. Because you just said that it was local mode. In that case, add ready. Okay, I'm just going to copy this thing and move it on. If the action is scored, but the player count is okay. Now this is gonna be fun. So then execute. Oops, cute. If we have a score play count that is at least 2, so we're gonna execute off of that thing. And if that's the case, then we're gonna execute off of a player who has a score of player that is at least 1, and the score of player that is at most 1. And so in that player is going to execute off of a player who has a score in the player scoreboard that is at least 2, and the score in the player scoreboard that is at most 2. And in that case, we're going to do scoreboard players tag at tag equals game add ready. Ooh. Nice. So essentially what we have is this. We're executing for a player's done the action and executing to check if we're in hello. Typo. 2-player mode. Was it min there? Yeah, this is min. 2, and then executing to see that we have a player 1, and then executing to see that we have a player 2, and then in case we're setting the game to be ready. Nice. Oops. Okay, now, so if we have execute at p score at, let's just copy. Okay, so in this case, if we have that, and we execute off of a tag equals. Ooh. Okay, yeah, tag. Wait. Dang it. I want to test our 2 tags here. A quantum. How do I do this? I could do just type equals armor stand, name equals game, tag equals not ready. Okay, so you're trying to start the game, but there aren't 2 players yet. In that case, we do tell raw that player. So whoever had the score in the action scoreboard, that was at least 2 and at most 2. And the town raw. Gotta love them. Text. Need both a white and a black player to begin. And you can set color to be red, like that, I believe. Okay, let's, and this is still the reset one, so let's just test that out first. Okay, wait. I apparently do not have the reset active. What? Why? Okay, something weird is going on here. This change should be turning here. And this is supposed to set score of everybody. Set score of action. Set everybody's score in action scoreboard to 0. Oh, there we go. That's a bit of a trap in the new things. So we switch to multiplayer, pick up one player, and we try to start the game, and nothing happens. Okay. Can't always be right. Okay, so wait, this isn't on. Okay, this is on, this is on, this is on, and this is on. Let's try it again. Whoop! Preferably without falling off the edge of the world. Start game. It still did not work. Actually, I don't have to pick up one. Dang it! Okay. Yeah. Standard error message. Entity UID is an invalid format. Means something isn't matching. So, this thing is called game, right? Yeah, it's called game, and it's an army stand. So, tag equals not ready. Score action min equals 2, score action equals 2. Execute, no typo there. Tell raw. Okay, let's try this, see if this is... Okay, I can't, it's too big to even fit in a single chat line. No. Okay, so that player cannot be found, so if we do that... Still doesn't work. Okay, so this is invalid. Expected colon is not... Okay, here's an error. It's supposed to be that. There we go. Okay, so let's fix that in this one. Such a simple error, so hard to find. Now let's go click this again. Let's, if the chat can clear away a bit first, so we can see what's going on. Thank you for that. Okay. Need both a white and black player to begin. Yay! Pick up a white banner and try that again. Yep, okay. Okay. Perfect. Actually, I wonder how my streaming software would react if I started another client. But I'm gonna do it. Hold on a second, let me see if this even works. I guess you get to see one of them. Doesn't really matter which one. It appears it stays on the first one. That's probably good. Oh, I'm on the wrong account. Dang it. Please stand by while I derp for a minute. Switch to my alt account. I have two accounts, yes. Because I do a lot of testing stuff like this, and it would be incredibly inconvenient if I didn't. Oh! And we immediately spot an error. Yes, that is probably not the best of locations anymore. Should back it out to maybe here. That's -4. Okay. That's fine. Let's go do that right away before we forget. And that's actually this block, right? What? Okay, I guess we just found another bug. So let's hello, Mr. Lime Slice, can you get out of this block, please? Let's see. I need to go and pick up the blue banner is what I need to be doing. Let me give you a view of what's going on here. Actually, let's see that. Yay! Okay. Now, start the game, and it didn't complain. So that part appears to be working. But why? I can't edit command blocks anymore since I opened the stream. This to one. Okay. These snapshots. Okay, now I can edit it. Open to LAN. Do I have to have allow cheats on? Yes. Okay, apparently I have to do that. Join that again. That was interesting. Okay. Then we're gonna fix this thing. To be... Wait, was it X or Z? I'm gonna check with my alt account real quick here. Give me a minute. Or a second. It's -4 in the Z direction. So, like so. Okay, getting too many windows. With what account do I play on servers? I use my main account for pretty much everything. The second account is just my testing thing for video recording and for command block testing in maps and stuff. Okay, hold on. Is this one? No, I need to take this and move it yet another step. And this, come on, right way and always active. Now we need to do the same thing here, except we need to replace this with is ready, and then we're not going to do tell raw. Wow. But instead we're going to switch it into state 1. Let's see. What do we want to do here? What do we want to do here? We want to... Okay, let's execute off of that. What I want to be doing is I want to be triggering a line of redstone whenever we switch into those modes. So, this is state 0. What did I do here? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 blocks in between. Let's just keep that nice and going like so. But then the reason I left the space in between is I want to be able to do, like here, a line of redstone that activates. So this is always active repeat, and then in front of that we have always active repeat and conditional, and these are going to work exactly the way this thing does. So test for here, state is 1 instead of 0, and then this thing is whatever starts the clock. But here I want something that runs whenever we move into this state. So this is going to be, basically this is going to be the board players set e tag equals game capital S state to 1. This is going to be what sets it, and then we can have a chain of commands after that with stuff that like happens one time when you switch into that mode. So what I need to be doing... Okay, let's do switch to state 1. And this is state 1. How did you get so good with command logs? I did it lots. I also have, like, my background is within programming and stuff. You could just set the world spawn at the correct location and then set the spawn radius game rule to 1. Oh, okay. Now I see what you mean. The thing is, spawn controls more than just spawn, which is an unfortunate fact. It also controls the spawn chunks, which is the stuff that's always loaded, the stuff that runs your command blocks, and I want that to be far away from what the actual spawn is, because I want to be able to do stuff that essentially lags over here. Do I like using 1.9? In some ways. The thing I don't like is the way this seems kind of broken, these snapshots. So I have to keep relogging and stuff. But in general, yes. So let's see. We can do like here. We can just do raw to everybody. We can do a bunch of stuff here. This is pretty cool. Game starting with, and okay, wait, hold on. Needs to be text here. Game starting with, and then so selector. At p score player main equals 1 score player equals 1. Whoops. Text as white, and pretty much want this thing again. Oh, actually, yeah, okay. This only applies if we're in multiplayer mode, but we can account for that later. To comma text as black, end of line. Okay, so we're gonna do this if at e tag equals game score player count min equals 2. So if we have 2 players and we start a game, then we're gonna get both names printed in chat. That's the theory. It's not gonna work though, is it? Okay, we have our players, right? So, oh, I am stupid. I am being very stupid because I haven't actually put anything to actually run those blocks. So what I need to do is, oh, actually, this should move one over, because what I want to be doing here is, okay, this is 101800. So what I want to be doing, block data 1800 auto 0. And what I want to be doing over here, when we are ready, is block data 101800 auto 1. That's remotely going to trigger this thing to execute. It's essentially going to do this. Set that to always active. Then this is going to run and set it back to not active. So we run it once. That's the theory. Start. Ah! Game starting with sliced lime as white and lime slice as black. See there? Something worked first time. Lots of chat. If you don't know what series to make, please make vanilla server commands like spawn, tpa home, create. Those kind of there's stuff like that around. Will you make that the players could return the banners? Yeah, we can add that later though. I mean, it's not really important for the progressing of this. We can just add it in whenever. You're welcome, Derp. Sorry I had to cancel that series for now. How long did making the Predator command system take? That took a while. It was one of those things that I started making and made some code for generating, because all those command blocks are generated. They aren't like something I wrote in the world. And then I couldn't get it to work, so I cancelled it for a while, and a lot of bad shit happened in my life. Excuse the expression. Me and my brother inherited a house from my mother, and I was actually coding it up in the house while we were there, trying to sort out all the mess there. And it got flooded, and I had to not care about anything else for a while. But then I sort of just came back to it and finished it off when I was about to hit 5,000 or 1,000 subs. So it took a lot of work, but most of it was actually done way ahead of time. Okay, what was I doing? This thing. This is an interesting thing. Look, this is now no longer going to work because I'm no longer in the lobby mode. So now we're kind of stuck in the game mode, which is fine, I guess. Let's go back here for a moment though, and do scoreboard players set at E tag equals game state 0. Just go back into state 0 like that. We want to be doing this, but for the case that there's just one player, and it's kind of easier. So player count is most sorry, at most 1, and then we're just gonna do game start in, instead of with, we're just gonna nuke the rest of this and do in local mode. That'll work. And then we do all the setup for a game on this row, which means we need to spawn in pieces, and we need to do all kinds of funky stuff here. Find a good coordinate to space this off. So I guess we can do it in this here, and I'm gonna do something nice and simple. I guess we use stone. Stone is a pretty quick word to type. So we are going to do fill. This could go horribly wrong, by the way. 1008, 0 and 16 to 1008. Wait, 6, 15, 0 and 23 stone. Seems like it worked, and we should have 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is our actual logical chessboard. The chessboard. In the back of my head, I'd never trust code that runs the first time. Yeah, it is scary, isn't it? What we're going to use this for is we're going to switch these blocks out to indicate whether moves are possible, and we're going to use them to detect whether you're on or off the board when you're trying to make a move. So, for instance, if I have a pawn standing here, then we're going to check these two in front of it. But if that pawn is moved all the way over here, then we know that the edge of the board is here because it can't move forward. So that's what we're using it for. How about a chess game first person? Is this your second stream? I'm not entirely sure what you mean about that. This is not my first or second stream. Done a bunch. But they haven't been as frequent as I would have liked. Let's see what they're talking about in this Discord that keeps pinging me. Okay, hold on. Okay. So here we come to this sort of point of remaking this way. Instead of putting all the pieces directly on the board over there, we're going to put them here, and then we're going to have a little lane of command blocks somewhere that can basically take this stuff, the state here, and remake it on the board. So if I manage to accidentally kill a piece, it will reset it to what it's supposed to be. The indented command blocks, do you mean like these ones? These ones are conditional blocks. So it's set to conditional here, and it only runs if this block behind it has succeeded. And this one in turn then only runs as if this one succeeded. So it's a way of not executing commands all the time. So here, for instance, we have kill the blue banner, and we only do that if the block before it managed to assign a player to blue team. Pretty convenient. Okay. Here is... maybe I should set a marker here, something. See, we have like a corner to offset from. Alright, we'll just do it in absolute coordinates. And if I want to do that, then I should maybe begin here instead. So we have 1016 and 16, just for convenience. Should I? Yeah, I probably should. Let's do that. Okay, 1016 to 1023. Oh, it's over there. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. That works. There. This is our chessboard. So, here is going to go a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, we also need one of those things. Yes, okay. Okay, well, we are going to do something a bit funky here. We're gonna summon an armor stand inside of this block. Tags. Okay. We're gonna tag that with board. No gravity. 1. Marker 1. Might as well name it board too. Kind of don't want to make it invisible. I want to have them there. Would it lag too much if for every piece you make placeholders in the spots they can move, then detect whether the spots can overlap the other pieces? Not sure exactly what you mean there. I mean, I think the interface for it is pretty good, the one I had in the previous game. So essentially we're going to do this. 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. And now we're going to need a command block. What? Okay, this is the command I want. Execute off of... That's not execute. Execute off of anything tagged board. And then summon an armor stand in one offset. Like that. Give me a block. Boom. And let's do it again, but let's do offset 2. Boom. And again. Offset 4. And boom. There we go. That's our board. The problem with checkmate is like I think I see what you're saying. I think I see what you mean. And check you could detect like that. Check is pretty simple. I don't know why I didn't do it in the last one, to be honest. I just got tired of working on chess. Check checking for check is just a matter of checking it's kind of the reverse check for all the other pieces' moves on the king, right? But so it's not difficult, but checking for checkmate means checking if there is any move. So you have to check all the potential moves, and you have to kind of do the moves and see the resulting board to see if anything is. It's more complex. The reason we have 64 armor stands here now, by the way, is to be able to run a command. We can now do an execute off of board and simultaneously test all the squares on the board, which is useful. Now we are going to do scoreboard objectives, add. What do we call them? Do we call them X and Z or row and column? Row. Do we? No, let's call them X and Z. Dummy X square position or something, and then Z square position. So now what I'm going to do is I want to do scoreboard player set at E tag equals board X equals 1016 was it? Y equals 0, Z equals 16, dx equals 0, dy equals 0, dz equals 8. This should be all of the ones in the first row or whatever. And you want to set their x score to be 0. So if I've done that right, we should have 8 things in the x scoreboard. I failed. Do I need... Oh wait, they are markers. Might have to do that. That didn't work either. What? This is 10, 16, 0, 16. They are tagged board, right? And by the way, if I didn't answer that, thank you, Quantum. Scoreboard player set. Tag equals board. Okay, I'm gonna do something spammy. Tag equals board. Yeah. Okay, that worked. Board, 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 board. X equals 10, 16. What? I don't get it. Always funny how you fail at the very simplest of things. X is the sidebar objective, so scoreboard. Okay, hold on. Oopsie daisy, what happened? Okay, yep. What? Scoreboard players set at E. Tag equals board. C equals 1. X 0. So that worked. X square position. That all works. Why is this selector not working? Ten 16 0 number 0. I mean 10 16 0 16. I mean, you could do this, right? This is essentially what you're saying. That's the quick form of X, Y, and Z. The thing is, if you put another one here, you would get a radius. I don't want a radius, I want a box. But I think what might... Okay, let's do this. Entity data at E tag equals board. Oops, marker 0. I'm gonna unmarker these things. Because sometimes... For whatever reason, I've never been able to figure out the markers don't really select properly. Yeah, I've never been able to properly figure out why. So 17 is gonna get X score of 1. Okay, let's get rid of that. It's gonna be X score 2. 19, 3. 24. 21. Wait, have I done something wrong here? 17 got 1. 18, 19, 20. 6 or 22. I thought it was going to end at 23. Oh, it does end at 23 because the first one was 0. Sure. Okay, 23. Okay, so now they all have scores according to what their sort of sideways position is. Now we'll do the same thing for Z, and then we can address them by X and Z, which is pretty cool. At what Y value do you typically do command block builds so you remain safe from falling into the void? I guess you missed the start of the stream when I fell into the void and died. I usually do command blocks at 0, pretty much. This is Y equals 0. These blocks here. Simply because then... I don't know, it's a good habit because then stuff ends up down at bedrock if you do put it in a survival world. And my OCD brains likes me not putting stuff in. Where it doesn't, like, leaving space below, essentially. What was I doing? I was doing this one. So we'll change dz to 0 and dx to 8. And set this as z instead. And then 1, 17, 2, 18. This is not the most exciting content, and I'm sorry. 19. It's just the kind of stuff that needs to be done to have a kind of base to do stuff in. 21, 6, 22, and 7, 23. Okay, now we can do stuff. Because since we did that, that's not what I wanted. I wanted an empty one. There we go. We can do execute from something that is tagged board that has a score of X that is not X, wait. Which direction? This is C. So I want all of X. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's do that again. Execute. Can't type anymore. Execute at E. Tag equals board. Score Z equals 1. Score Z min equals 1. Summon armor stand. Wherever it is, but at height 1 instead. The tags. Let's call this tag's gonna be white, and it's gonna be pawn. And no gravity, and marker 1, and let's just do small 1 too, so we can see it. It doesn't spam us too much. And we're gonna go custom name pawn, and we might as well do custom name visible too, so we can see them properly. It's gonna be at their feet though, since they're markers, but maybe that's okay. Maybe. Actually, let's not do markers. It doesn't really matter because we're not like there's nothing here. Okay, so I am just going to try that. And the interesting thing here is we can try it by just doing that. Pawn, 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 pawn. What? Why are the names all the way up there? Okay, maybe it's better to do... Yeah, whatever. My command looks are spotty as best. I block it off so OCD doesn't go wild. Yeah. That happens too. Let's put them back to mark. Okay, kill e tag equals. Oh, that's a mistake, by the way. Let's do kill pawn. What? Okay, I did something wrong, but it's okay. We can do name. What? What? Oh. I'm being stupid. The mistake in question is not tagging them as pieces, because I want to be able to treat all the pieces at once. So let's just do piece. So, yeah, if... No quotes, yep, you caught it. Stream delay made me not see it before I figured it out myself. I am making the chess game that I made way back in 1.8. I'm remaking it 1.9. Hopefully a bit better and a bit more solid. That's what this mess is about. Okay. Then we're gonna have to fill in all the other pieces. So, yeah, why not? Let's do that. We're gonna need Actually, there's no reason I couldn't tag these with more things and spawn all the rooks at once, for instance. Let's do that. Scoreboard players tag e type. What's tag equals board? Whoops. Yes, C equals 1. So take this one that's closest to me. Add rook spawn. Huh. I am really liking the tagging system. That is proving really convenient. So there. Now we have 4 rook spawns. And so now I should be able to do, we'll do essentially the same thing as this, but we want the C score to be 0, and we want the tag to be, instead of board, we're gonna do rook spawn, and the custom name is gonna be rook, and we're gonna change this to, oops, rook. Okay. Actually, entity data at e tag equals board small 1. Much better. And if we now run this, it should get pawn rook. That's awesome. I love that. Kill at e. Oops, at e. Tag equals piece. Yeah. So now we have a quick way of doing, starting and resetting that now. Whoa! Okay. I'm gonna try to. Okay, if I stand on top of this, this should be closest, so it should be the one selected, and I can add a knight spawn to this. And this... don't fall off. See, this answers your question. I fall off all the time, that's how I manage that. We might as well do this too. Ooh. Trippy effect walking over this. This... Okay. King and queen we don't need to add because you're gonna have to specifically tag each one of them anyway, so it doesn't really help us any. Oh, I had wrong block again. Take that, copy it in there, and do knight. And knight. And way back here. Knight spawn. I'm confused what I'm doing. Yes, I'm making chess. Bishop. So if I've done this right and now we trigger this, we're gonna get a full chessboard except the king and queen. Kings and the queens, I should say. That looks pretty... okay. Yeah... no. What in the world happened there? Okay, we are going to... this, we're gonna remove... We're just going to remove knight spawn from all of them. Redo that. And the bishop spawn too. Why did that not work? Okay. Kill these. How do I mean, I'm definitely closest to this one now. And now I'm Yeah, I mean, I'm closest to this. Let's try that one. See if I got those right. No! It's kind of offset one to the side. What the heck? Thank you very much for that. Just had a thought. With this system you could add a custom board thing where the players can choose where the pieces should start at. Yes, you could. I mean, the thing is, I'm not terribly interested in doing anything else than like straight chess. Okay, so if I stand here, and kind of here, because it seems to be selecting the one to the... Oh, I remember Coder talking about a bug like this. I think that might be what I'm running into. He found some bug where the c equals 1 didn't take the closest one, but actually took like one step to the right. Looks like that's what it's doing, so we'll just offset even more. Kill you all, and then stand over them. Here, I guess? Oops. This is annoying. This is not what you want to be. And then stand over here. That's annoying. That's not... Wow. Okay. Well, it worked. It sucked, but it worked. So I guess I'll do it here too. I want to be here? I don't know. And then I guess if we're standing here, then this is where we should be adding bishop spawn, and here. That feels so wrong. And here. Okay. Kill all of those. Hey! Take a look at that. Now we need a king and queen. Oh, which one is which? This? Oh, it's a rounding issue. Yeah. It used to work though. In 1.8. This was more difficult than before because I don't have the actual chessboard. Maybe I should... Yeah, I probably should make a reference chessboard on the side of this. Just to have it. And that means this is going to be blue. Because that one is always white. There we go again. Clone. This. 2. Wait, yes, this is 31. 0. 17. To this. 18? Maybe? Yes. 19 to 20. Haha! That is right. Okay, so we want to king spawning. Okay, we want to. Let's see. That didn't help. So yeah, it's a cool. Hold on a second. Now that I'm looking it up, it's actually wrong. I got fooled. The white, the lower right-hand side is supposed to be white. It's not the lower left-hand side. Shoo. We need to move this over. Clone this to 1031, 031. Yes. 224, 016. How do you? Is it replace move? Isn't it? Yes. There we go. I'll just fill in this one manually. That means the one I built over at the actual game board is also wrong, but we'll deal with that later. Queen always starts on her color, right? Yes, which means queen starts... This one is queen, this is king. A little interesting side thing there. Okay, we want only the summon part of this. And it's going to be... What am I saying? This one is king. So... 1019... 116. Oops, 19 116 is going to be white king. Where's it? There. King. And I didn't need any more. Yeah, okay. So copy that, and this one is going to be 1020. And the same. Black. And no, not black. What am I doing? I'm going too quickly. Started thinking about the black setup. Queen. And queen. Okay, so kill all of those again, and that means that if I trigger this thing now again, I should get a full setup of white pieces. That is correct. Woo! Is there... Doesn't really matter, I guess, but it would be nice if there was one, some easy way of seeing which ones were white and which were black. But yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay. Now we're just gonna do the exact same thing for a black team. These are rooks. We want to start there. Pawn. What's this? Okay, that's the text. Oh, okay. Signs. Stop being lazy. Put signs. Switch. Because now I'm losing track. Switch state. That's these two. Start game messages. And then this is on white pieces. Okay. Now this. Okay, it's the next one. from black pieces. Okay, so we grab this. And now, instead of z equals 1, we go z equals 6, because the last one is 7. And I was changing this to black. Convenient. And then that. Grab this block. And 7 here. And black. So now we've essentially, assuming that I managed to get all of the positionings correct, which is far from sure, we'll find out, then all of this is pretty much just done now. We just need to update some coordinates and we're done. Black. And z equals 7. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. So bishops. And that should be king and queen left, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. And that means black king piece, and that should be 23 here. And the queen should also be 23 while we're at it, and black. And now if we kill the pieces and restart this, we should just get a full chessboard setup. Not even close. We didn't get any knights or bishops on this side. So either that's because these things don't have tags properly, which is kind of hard to tell because of all these precision things, or it's something wrong with these selectors. So first question, do we have board pieces that have a C-score of 7? If we don't, then that's why. Yes, we do. Okay, so that's not why. I guess can they not have gotten the scores? Are they? Night spawn. Pretty sure I got the message that I added. Okay. Well, I'm supposed to stand here because it's offset by 1 and add a night spawn. So let's do tag night spawn added. Okay, perfect. So let's just try that. Kill the pieces. Or could it have failed somewhere? No, they're not conditional. Just keep. Okay, no, something else is wrong. That would be this one, knight. Tag knight spawn, z equals 7. Why do I not even get a... Okay, so... Okay, there are no such... Who the heck is getting the knight spawn then? Oh, is it one offset to the side too? So this guy... Okay, let's go back here and just remove knight spawn from these. Okay, and then we're gonna go here and add a night spawn and sort of float in the middle of air over here. Ah, come on. There. Kill things. Board and board. Let's try it again. Yep. I messed up. I need to be floating. Falling off the edge is what I need to be doing, apparently. So I need to be floating here. And add the night spawn. And then over here. Okay. I'm going to remove bishop spawn from something. That one didn't have it, but if I stand here, it should. And here, it should. Okay, good. Now I go here. Okay. And here, right? That's incredibly confusing. Hey! Knight, bishop, bishop, knight. You know, it actually looks correct. Amazing. How much longer are you gonna get stream? Not much longer. It's getting really late here. Just want to finish up the sort of beginning in the game thing. We've been at it for more than 3 hours. Pretty good. Ooh, okay. Now the next thing we're gonna do, and that I guess this is actually a pretty good place to end it off, but the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make a separate line like this, and the purpose of that line is to take these things and copy the state of this board over to that big board over there. We can do one more thing before we end off though, and that, because otherwise I'm gonna forget. Oh, hello. And that's... But this one... Yeah, if we line the board, this one is correct. This one has the... I guess I made it this way, but whatever, it can be this way. And then it's correct. So, positive Z... Yeah. Fine. It was just the other one I made wrong. Okay. I don't even... I think you can only test it for one... Hold on a second. I think you can only test for one tag at a time, but you can give them custom tags like X. Yeah, I know I can only test for one at a time. That's not the problem. In that case, the problem was when you test for coordinates in this version, it's offset by 1. Or rather, when you test for coordinates and take the closest one, it sorts them wrong. So it sorts them with an offset of 1 in both X and Z, so it's really annoying to find them. Okay. So what it's gonna do then is it's gonna spawn entities over here that look like chess pieces and give them data and stuff, so you can select them. And it's gonna do that based off of all of the armor stands over here. So this thing is only for state. This is never for show. The one over there is only for show and never for actual state. So the nice part about that is that if you accidentally destroy a piece over there, we can just rerun the commands that creates the state, and you didn't ruin anything. The second good thing is that we could potentially take all of these and just clone them. It's going to be a bit of work, so that we retain all the tags, but it's not that much work. So we copy all of this, we move them up a step or something, and then suddenly we have an undo. So we're like copying all of them up, and then we move one, do the move, and if you change your mind, you want to undo it, then we just delete the lowest layer and move everything down one step. Or use scores or whatever for the same reason. So that's kind of the thinking I'm having here. That yeah, I want to make it more foolproof, and that enables us to make some cool features. Also, if we want to do checkmate and check potential moves, then we could copy all of these things over to a separate board and just have many different boards and check all of them at once. That's the kind of hypothetical weird checkmate checker that's going to be incredibly difficult. Because it's essentially checking for checkmate requires checking all potential moves on the board. Right? And all potential moves could potentially be all of the pieces moving, which is a lot of pieces. It would have to make, and it would have to make. So let's see, in this case, in the starter case, we have 2 potential moves for each pawn. So that's 16 moves. And it would have to check for check on 16 different board layouts in that case. Which I might try to set up something that's just like one check at each tick, or something like that. So just set up a bunch of these and work them away one each tick, so we don't get a massive lag spike. And then once you've determined that there is no situation without a check, then you know it's checkmate. It will take a few ticks or a few seconds to figure out that it's checkmate, but that's acceptable. It's just going to be very difficult to implement in a way that's not a complete mess. If I had $1 for every time he said potential or potentially. Yeah, that's the reason that I've been talking, whenever I've been talking about checkmate before, I've been saying that it's pretty much impossible, or at least very, very difficult. Alright, but this is a good foundation. We have now a chess game that we can start that sets up the logical state, but it doesn't set up the visual state yet. We'll get to that next time. I don't know. I'm going to try to continue this, but probably, if I have time to do some live streams this week, I'll probably do updates for the other games, because they're going to be simpler. But I wanted to get this started anyway. But Entrapment and Build-Up Parkour, I definitely want to update for Minecraft 1.9 and get them back on Realms. And Bubble Shooter, we'll see. I hope most of it works, but if it doesn't, actually I can just show you that real quick while we're on the stream. Whoops. Starting the wrong things here. Switch users. Disconnected. There we go. Oh, if I can even find it. I have so many things. I might not even have a build-up parkour on this computer. I don't know if I marked it with colors and stuff. I probably didn't. Funny thing is, Bubble Shooter was never meant to be this kind of big thing, as it turned out. Ah, Bubble Shooter, a copy of Bubble Shooter. It'll do. Okay, if we go to creative here, this is the problem. There's a bunch of stuff going on down here, but this is the problem with Bubble Shooter. If these turn out to not work, in Minecraft 1.9, which they very well might. These, by the way, are not clocks. These are clocks that will potentially run. So they get set to stone and then back to redstone if they run. But yeah. Some of them are the same. But they basically... they do an entity data on a bunch of stuff. So these set all of... Let me try to aim... Actually, I should just be able to do game mode 0. Yep. That's what makes the angle of these things come out correctly. Whee! So... Oh, this is broken. Anyway, I don't know what the copy of this... I probably copied this before it was done or something, but... that stack of command blocks is why I'm a bit scared of updating this thing for Minecraft 1.9. There's so many ways it could potentially go wrong, and if it does, it will be a pain to update it. But yeah, okay. That's gonna be the end of the stream today. Thank you for coming over. It was great, and we'll continue maybe next weekend or something. I don't have an exact date. We'll continue something this week, and then maybe do the chess game again next weekend. So yeah, thanks a lot. I'll hang around and chat a bit after the stream, but I'm gonna sign off now. See you later.